Welcome to On the House. Shockingly, the podcast has not been cancelled due to Julian's antics last week. So, in this episode, Julian gets serious.
I'm doing things. I'm doing a lot in my life right now behind the scenes, and I'm grinding. And I'm never going to stop grinding.
But also has yet another slip-up.
No diddy.
John has a message for everyone who dares disrespect his wife.
First of all, don't you ever disrespect my baby and call her a hoe.
And advocates for people to choose happiness.
Choose happiness because life's too fucking short to go through this motherfucker attached to somebody you don't want to be attached to.
Shenanigans and laughs abound. The fellas seem to genuinely be carefree.
You're looking for short term, which is cool. That's fine.
I really just said this on this podcast.
Hey.
You guys just called me out like that.
Bros before hoes, bro. That's
Come
stupid
on,
ass
dog.
shit. Welcome back to Through the Looking Glass podcast.
But will that last? Find out in this episode of On the House.
What's going on, y'all? We are back with another episode of On the House. I'm here with my guy, John.
Another one.
DJ Khaled. Let me stop,
one.
man.
Yeah.
We are here with another fire episode for y'all. And for today, with our gratitude, I just want to tell y'all how grateful I am to be sitting here recording another episode and just being in the creative environment, the creative space, man. It feels so good to be working collaboratively with my boy John here, and then also getting to post something I'm very passionate about to you guys, and bringing a topic to you that's very close to home today. Like, I'm very excited for this one, man. And I'm very grateful to have this platform that we're building here and, you know, be able to put this out here for you guys. So yeah, that's my gratitude for today. I'm gonna let you freestyle, John, because I don't want to ask a question. I want you to steer the way, dog.
You know what I'm grateful for? Money. No, I'm kidding. I'm just being stupid. Shit, man. This week I'm grateful for wifey. Most weeks, most days, most hours, most minutes, most seconds. But specifically this week, just because, I'm sorry. Got him.
Reachonthehowse said you, man.
But just spending some time with her. I hadn't seen her for a while. There was a lot of her schedule was really busy and then mine was busy. So sometimes it just doesn't line up. So we didn't get to see each other. So it was like a couple weeks. It felt like, I don't know. Actually, I think it was like at least a week and a half. So I got to
I was out there.
She stopped by like real quick just cause she didn't have that much time and it was late. But yeah, it hasn't been, it was after that. I think. Oh shit! But dang, it was after that. It was after that. But yeah, it was a minute. Yeah, so we just got to spend a lot of time together this last weekend, just going to lunch one day and then just hanging out, going thrift shopping and all kind of shit. It's just fun spending time with her because we have fun doing pretty much fucking anything. It's a good time. So just her making time while she's got juggling a bunch and having a bunch of shit to do. And then, you know, me just, whether it's staying up late, even though I got to be up early, I don't give a shit. I'll sleep when I sleep. But yeah, so just grateful for her. She has a lot going on and just, she still finds a way to make time for me. And it's fucking great. It's so fucking great. Cause I don't want to be too invasive. I don't like that word used there, but I can't think of a better one.
It's invasive of her schedule, so I get it.
Yeah. So, but she's just like, no, like, it's fine. I'm like, I don't want to stress you out. You got a lot going on. I don't want to add any stress to your plate. And she's like, no, you're good. Like, I need this too. And so so I'm just, it's grateful for you. I don't know if she's going to watch it or not, but if she does, thank you. But yeah, that's it. You're going to let me freestyle. I'm going to freestyle on my baby. So
Sorry.
I'll take the applause. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Reachonthehowse at Gmail if you want to hear me talk about you like that for about 5 minutes.
That's my shit. Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, if you want to, send, please. Reachonthehowse at Gmail. And somebody.
First
Anybody.
application, I don't care who it is. I'm going to talk nice about you like that.
Even if it's
on this podcast. Oh, God. Come on. Even
I'm sorry.
It's a nurse.
Oh! He agreed. If you don't know what that's a reference to, inside thing. A couple episodes back.
It's actually Nurses Week, so shout out to the nurses out there. Thank you for all your hard work. You're great as a hard worker. No, you're great as a hard worker. This isn't about relationships. This is about work. This is about the job you do. The job you do is needed. It's great.
Oh my God.
I still don't want to date you, but the job you do is great and necessary.
That's
so thank
wild
you for all your hard work.
I'm so wild. Oh man, it's also Teacher Appreciation Week, so appreciate y'all too.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, because
that's why my son's doing daycare stuff for his teachers. Got it.
Another difficult job. People with loads of patience.
Hold on. Them daycare people, they was swindling though. Let me tell you about them real quick before we get into this podcast.
Okay, go for it.
They took it says they said bring your son's or your child's favorite teacher a drink tomorrow, or your teacher's a drink tomorrow. Why they put Starbucks? All them has Starbucks on there as their favorite drinks. So you telling me every kid finna bring y'all some Starbucks, bro? And each teacher, he got 2 teachers because, you know, there's per like Connecticut law, you can only have like a certain amount of teachers in each room, like per kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you got to bring them. And then not to mention they switch up teachers throughout the day. So like, what am I buying? 4, 5, 6 drinks here, bro? That's a $30 Starbucks bill. Nah, cuz. No. Y'all good. Y'all gonna get a thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
They said bring the drink, not a gift card. They want the actual drink.
They want the actual drink, bro.
It's a lot of kids. Yeah, they're gonna bring. It's gonna be like 30 Starbucks drinks.
And this is one day. This is one day, dog. This is only Tuesday, dog. Imagine about the rest of the week.
Every kid bringing a pizza.
Yeah.
Every kid bringing some chicken.
Yo, it's like, yo, bro, this is crazy. I'm like, bro,
oh man,
what are we gonna keep? How are we gonna just keep doing this? Like, yo, I'm gonna need this week to be over for my wallet's sake, bro. Swindlers. Next thing you know, it's gonna be like, all right, bring in a bottle. Which I'll have you covered because today I am drinking.
Yo, let's go. And just like that, we're back. Oh, man.
Today I am drinking I was drinking a strawberry fruit scotto barefoot. It's not really the greatest, but it's all right. It's like a sangria.
Usually trash, so.
Yeah, it's just sangria. It's not the greatest. But cheers to trying new stuff. So here we are. And hey, it is what it is. I'm gonna finish it. I'll probably go get another glass after commercial. And yeah, I'm sipping it. We here. How about you, dog? What you got?
I'm almost done with this little bottle, so I'm probably get my second one after. Oh, this shit is made in Seattle. That's what's up. So I'm drinking Lindemans. If you're familiar with that, cool. If you're not, cool. It's a beer, but it's like a fruit flavored type beer. This particular one is peach. I have raspberry in the cooler. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. Luscious, sweet peach flavor.
He said luscious.
That's what it says on the label.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Luscious, sweet peach flavor and character. But yeah, this is good. I'm already. It's just a little guy. But this one is done. So after the commercial, I will be switching to the raspberry. So that'll be the color change in the glass. But so far, highly recommend. It's bomb. Easy. It's probably a good summery spring type drink when it's warm. makes me want to chill on the porch and in a rocking chair and in the breeze.
What are you kids doing on my lawn?
Show that kids on the lawn.
What are you kids doing on? Get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn. I just mowed it.
Meddlesome kids. Meddlesome kids.
Meddlesome. God damn.
Honey, them kids is back again. Call the
Got
popo.
They ain't got no respect.
Well, with that being said, today's topics
what we talking about?
Going to be pretty interesting. Like I said, it's pretty close to home. So we're going to go to commercial. Then we are going to go to life after a major breakup. And then we're going to go to commercial again and have our fun segment. So we're going to have a really heavy one for you guys today. And I hope you guys are ready for that. But then, you know, the fun segment is always fun. So we'll bring it back. We'll bring it back home. Trust me.
I'll try not to make it heavy this time. I'll do some more light shit.
I'm gonna make it heavy.
Don't do that shit again.
I'm sorry. It's real. This is a very real thing, and you'll see how real it is when we get back. We are back with the official topic of this episode. We are talking about life after a major breakup. And I feel like if you're, never mind, I'm not going to say that. I feel like if you've been in a long-term relationship and have broken up, you know it is not always easy to bounce back. You know the feeling of, I guess, disappointment that you go through and really just like loss, a sense of lostness.
Yeah.
That you go through, you know, and being able to navigate that is very, very difficult. So today I kind of want to talk to you about what I've done, what I've been doing, and how I've, you know, I guess gotten myself to a pretty okay spot mentally. You know what I mean? It's funny because I didn't do it alone. I definitely didn't do it alone. My boy John here, big proponent, big helpful factor in this time in my life, this very difficult time. My mom was there, you know, so I appreciate her. Another one of my friends was there. My guy Jat was there. One of my other friends, you know, every now and then would take me out to get drinks and stuff, so that was helpful. But that stuff is very necessary in those moments. I'm sorry, I got a little monotone there because I'm just, you know, it's not fresh, but it's like, you know, you still like recall like
It's pretty fucking
being in
fresh.
those moments.
Yeah.
Well, you just recall being in those moments, the conversations you have with those people, and it just brings you there, and you're like, oh shoot, that's right, I was there. I remember what that felt like. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So yeah, it's very real, and it's very helpful to have people there for you. But with that being said, there's a lot of work you have to do by yourself.
Yeah.
There is a lot of work you have to do on your own.
Yeah.
A lot of tough conversations you have to have with yourself on your own. And most of the conversation, you don't even really have to worry about having them with someone else. The hardest ones you're going to have is when you're looking in the mirror and you see that guy or girl in the mirror and you're like, ooh.
Do I like what I see?
Do I like who I am?
Who am I also?
Who am I is a big one. Yeah. What do I like to do is a big one for me. And I'm sure you could speak to that too. But I had to remember, like, what do I like to do for fun? Like, what do I do for fun? What does fun even mean to me? And guess what? It sucks. You should never do this. And I did it. You should never do this. But unfortunately, it just kind of happened this way. But like, I lost a lot of friendships while getting into my relationship. So like, now I got to go out and make new friends because I can't go and rekindle old friendships. Because like, this is corny. Don't be that guy or girl, that person, whatever. Don't be that person to be like, hey, I broke up. You guys still over here? You guys miss hanging out? Like, don't be that person. Don't be that person. Because that's not fair to those people. You know, you let the relationship die. Own the fact that you let that relationship die. Go out there and make new friendships and form new bonds, you know? I there are cases at times where like through posting on social media, through likes and comments and stuff, different DMs, responses to things, like, yeah, sometimes friendships rekindle and you do hang out naturally, but don't force it. Don't be like, hey, like I need to go hang out with you right now, blah blah blah. Like, nah, spend some time alone, bro. Spend some time alone. And I'm not even gonna lecture or say anything. I'm gonna go back to me. What I did was I spent some time away from the day-to-day grind of social media. I used to do daily reaction videos on my YouTube channel. That was like a habit I had built up with my ex. So like we did daily reaction videos. I took it over and I was doing them by myself. I had to step back and step away from that because I was just so far stuck in the motion and the daily grind of, okay, I got to sit down, I got to record this and I got to get it out. And I wasn't really thinking of the substance. Like, what was I actually putting out there? What was I doing? Like, what was I doing it for? Why did I want to do it? I was just doing it because I had been doing it for 3 years, you know?
Yeah.
So it was just a daily like habit. So I had to step back and was like, do I really enjoy this? Is this something I really enjoy doing by myself? And if I'm being honest, the answer was no. Like, I really wasn't enjoying it. I wasn't having fun. There were some videos where I was having fun, but the videos I was having fun weren't the videos that people wanted me to watch. So like I would have fun and I would upload it or something. No, for real. I would have fun. I would upload it. And then people would like crap on it in the comments and be like, well, what happened to this video? We want this video. And so that was hard because
part about reactions.
Right. So that was hard because I was like, dude, I'm over here putting out something where I'm like, man, I feel great about this because this is something that was actually kind of fun and cool for me to react to. But like, these people are like, oh no, react to the thing you used to do with her over there. You know what I mean? So that's hard because that's a different level of life after a major breakup, because that's like social media levels.
Yeah.
You know, and having to keep up like who you are on social media, and that's hard. Mm-hmm. That's hard enough on its own, let alone trying to process who you are in your corner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, back to that. I just step away from that. I couldn't do that anymore. That was just too much for me. I really like keyed in on purposeful content, like making my vlogs that I enjoy so much, telling stories, which I love to do. And now, you know, starting this podcast with John here, that allowed me to still scratch that creative itch in my brain, but not be stuck trying to, you know, post those videos that weren't serving me in any way. You know, they didn't really do anything for me.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this, because you said you were doing the reactions. You were just basically, it doesn't have to be, we don't have to put it in the same social media box. You were doing the same thing you were doing when you were together. You just continued those habits. What made you want to step back and examine what you were doing? Like, was there something that happened that made you do it? Because you just said you stepped back to look at what you were doing and if you were enjoying it. But was there a specific incident, or, you know, like what made you take that step back?
I think it was the constant feeling every time I pushed upload that was like, it just doesn't feel right. Like, I feel like there was a number of days where I would push upload and it was just like, it doesn't feel right. I'm not proud of this. I'm not enjoying it, clearly. There was like very few videos that I had done by myself reacting to that I had enjoyed. And the ones that I did enjoy, people didn't enjoy either. So it was like, well, like I have two choices. I can start that whole grind all over again and basically rebuild a new audience of people here for my reactions, because at that point, that's what I would have to do. Yeah. Or I can just give it up completely and not do reactions at all. And I was like, you know what? I don't think I care enough about these to really just start over and redo this whole grind that I had worked on for 4 years with my ex. You know what I mean? So it was just like, all right, I pushed upload. I got that emotional feedback like, ooh, I'm not proud of that. I'm not proud of what that looks like on the internet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And when that feedback hits, it's like, dang. But then it's like, all right, well, why aren't you proud of that? So this goes back to having those difficult conversations. Why aren't you proud of that? And it was like, because I don't know if I really enjoyed reacting to that. I don't know if I actually enjoyed watching that, but I had to act like I did. Oh, so, but then, on top of that, now you're like, okay, I have to act like I enjoy watching that. But why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? And because now you're continuing to ask why. Why? Mm-hmm. Because this is all I've done for the last few years. This is what I know. And it's like, okay, but are you having fun? Are you enjoying it? And then once the answer is no, it's like, okay, then why? Why do it? It's like, oh, you're right. I don't have to do it. Okay, I won't do it. Boom. I stopped.
Okay. Let's take it out of social media for a sec.
Yeah, because that's not really relatable. A lot of people
not even
really relate to that.
Not even just that, but I'm just curious because this is obviously something I went through in the last few years too. So I'm just curious for you, and then I'll share mine. But how, like, were there any habits or anything like that you that you continued after the breakup, like outside of social media, that you, whether it was, I don't know, going out or just specific habits that you, just things you continued to do that you had that same question of why am I doing this, or like that you had to examine?
No. So here's why. Social media was like that one only thing, probably why we broke up, but it was that one only thing that we did together. You know what I mean? It got to the point where that was like the only thing that we had really done that involved both of us. So it was kind of like, all right, this is that one thing that I guess tied us together. So we had kind of split up from that earlier to kind of like relieve that factor of it and see how the relationship would be without that pressure of doing social media together.
Okay.
With that being said, there were no habits at that point. There were no habits to break or habits that I had to question, because all the habits I had done outside of that were on my own. You know, because I was fully, at this point, honestly, like most of my time, you know this from knowing me now, bro, like I spend most of my time grinding, working, bro. Mm-hmm. Like I don't have time to build up any other habit than just grinding, working, figuring stuff out. You know what I mean? Those are what my habits look like, my day to day.
Okay. Yeah. So for me, and this is why I was curious, I essentially did near back-to-back relationships. They were each about a little over 6 years, and there was about a 4-month break in between. Yeah, people pleasing is crazy. That is kind of crazy. People please yourself into another relationship. And
I've been single for 7 months now.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do the shit I did.
Yeah, nah.
But it was just because I still wasn't confident, and I still. Mm-hmm. So when I got out of that first relationship, I went on I started dating too soon, but it was because we had grown so far apart that we were basically just roommates. So when we actually broke up, it was just like, oh, I don't feel shit. So
I feel it.
I don't feel like I need to work on me, because I feel like I've been out of this for a while. But I didn't realize at that point, how much I had changed and how much I wasn't myself until I went on a date, and I just fell on my fucking face, honestly. Just not literally, but definitely figuratively, just being timid, not even the slightest bit interesting or entertaining. Just because I had removed so many parts of myself, because my ex then, she didn't like any of that. So I just chopped all these parts of my personality off, and I was a shell of myself. And so when I went out, and this is also I wish I remember that girl's name so I could give her credit. Because she's also the reason why I started to be honest on dates, because I thought it went fucking fantastic. Like she let me pick her up on the first date. We went out to some restaurant. I paid. I thought we had a good time. I took her home. She said all the things you kind of want to hear about it going well and spending time again. And then I got hit with that text the next day, like, bam, we should just be friends.
We should just be friends means I'm never going to talk to you again.
Yeah. And so I asked her if she would give me some feedback. Like, was there something I did? Like, I'm just curious. Like, if it's something that I need to work on, just let me know so I can better myself for future reference. And she told me, I can't remember exactly what it was. Basically, I was boring. Essentially, is what it was. And I don't fault her for that. I imagine I was.
What can you say?
She was honest, and I appreciate her honesty. I appreciate the fact that she even answered that.
How about to say you opened the door for it? So at that point,
That's what I wanted. No, I wanted. It's not difficult for me to take feedback or criticism or anything. So I asked because I genuinely wanted to know. So I'm grateful that she didn't give me some, oh, it's not you, it's me type bullshit.
Roast this podcast in the comments right now. Tell me how I could get better. So, I'm here for it.
Yeah. So when she said that, it was like, oh shit. So then I started examining myself then, and then talking to my cousin who I'm really close with. He was like, yeah, dude, I don't even fucking recognize you. And I was like, what? Like that? And he was like, yeah, dude, I don't even know who you are. And I was like, wow, really? And so that started the self-examination. I'm like, okay, well, shit, I'm doing this. Do I even like that? No, I'm not. Like, I don't like that. I was doing that to not cause waves in the relationship, or to kind of just to appeal to her, or to whatever it was cutting whatever part of my personality out, or whatever the fuck I chose to do. I chose to do it. I'm not blaming her for that. She said this is a problem. I chose to change it. That's on me. I could have been like, fuck that, I'm out, but I wasn't confident enough to do that. Most recently, what I noticed I was doing is I was going out a lot. So like every weekend, essentially, it was going out, and it felt like I was going through the motions. So then once it ended, it was the same thing where neither of us were happy. So it was the right move. And our lives were going to go in two separate directions. So afterwards, I was still going out every weekend or whatever. And then it was just like, hold on, do I actually like this shit? Or am I just doing it because I've been used to doing it for so long? Am I doing this shit again? Am I changing who I am again? So it was that same self-examination of, all right, let's take a step back. Let's see, once again, because of the relationship failing the way it did, and just, us growing apart emotionally, it was that same thing of like, well, I'm going to date again. And so I started doing that, and then it was a realization again. This time it was another woman. I can't remember who it was, but thank you, whoever you are. But she asked me she asked me what my hobbies were. And I didn't have a fucking answer. I didn't have an answer because all I did was work. The hobbies I enjoyed doing, my ex didn't like, so I didn't do them because she wasn't going to do shit she didn't want to do. And again, that's on her. I chose to partner with that, so that's on me. So I was just like, shit, I don't know. All I do is go out. All I do is work. Sometimes I'll play video games, and then I go out to bars and shit. I was like, oh my God.
You're at this point though where you're talking about all these dates you went on after your relationship.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I haven't gone on a single date since my relationship. But no, I don't know how good it is. I want to know, like, how do you know you're ready to like go on dates afterwards? Like, when is that point where you're like, okay, I've been single for this long, or I've been out of my long-term relationship for this long, I should probably get back out there. What is that point?
That's the difficult thing, is there's not a time frame. You know, I was doing it like weeks after. Shit, in some case, a week after. That's not, but it doesn't matter if it's that or months or years after. That time that passes doesn't matter. It's how are you emotionally ready for it? You shouldn't just do it because this amount of time passed, or I want to get over this person, so I need to go on a date. It's not my pet died, so I need to get a new pet. It's not that shit. It's are you emotionally ready to do this? Because it's not just about you, because you're also putting someone else in this same boat. You know what I mean? It's not just like, hey, it's not a self-examination. I'm potentially bringing someone else into this. And so am I emotionally ready to do that? And what do I even want in dating? You know, are you trying to jump into another relationship?
I just want to throw this out there quick too. If you're thinking like a few podcast episodes, like Julian did say you went on a date a few podcast episodes ago. No, that didn't count. That wasn't a date.
That wasn't a date.
So I just want to make that very clear.
That was a free
talking
Uber
to someone.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I told you I'm on one today, though. I am in, yeah.
Talking to someone about going on a date and actually doing the date are two different things. And I found myself in a lot of cases where I've just ended up talking about said date and not actually going on them, and by no fault of my own, because I'm at the point where I would definitely do it. I just haven't had an opportunity, really to do it. But I guess that is kind of a fault of my own, because I haven't created those opportunities. I haven't done a good job of following up and forcing that issue. But I don't know if I really like am that like at that point where I'm like, oh, I gotta do this. Like, I haven't really met anybody really. That's not true. I met one person who made me really want to do it, but I haven't really met anybody who's other than that one person who made me really want to like jump up and get out of my seat and go and run and take them on a date right away. You know what I mean?
To be fair, you haven't really been looking for that, so I don't expect you to. When you are looking, you're looking for good times, not. You're looking for short term. let's be diplomatic about the way we say this. You're looking for short term, which is cool. That's fine.
You really just said this on this podcast. You really just called me out like this.
Hey, you said
talk to more nurses.
You here for more nurse slander on Nurse Appreciation Week.
Dude.
This man. Dude. Shots fired. He just spent the whole first part talking up their profession and appreciating the work they do, only to shit on it. Whew. This man is no chill. But anyway. So
I love it.
So,
all right. Well, while this man recovers.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you're good, man. While this man recovers, I'm going to just say this too, man. I think that self-awareness is key, bro, because I also know that unless you're somebody who is going to make a huge difference in my life, I don't want something long-term. And I'm not closed off to the idea of finding someone long-term to come in and change my life, but I'm also not like actively like searching for that, because I feel like just where I'm at right now, man, and I have a lot of baggage, and I feel like we talked about the whole damaged goods thing in the past too. It's like, there's some of that kind of weighs in on it. But I don't know. I just feel like I have a lot of baggage, and I feel like I would have to meet someone who's understanding enough and ready to take on that. But I don't want to force someone into that almost, because there's a lot of cases where people are like pushy and like, oh yeah, but this is my life and you got to just deal with it type. I don't want that. I don't want to do that to anybody. I want you to choose that,
That's on you though. And again, I will say this every time it comes up. Don't make up somebody's mind for themselves.
That's fair.
I'm not going to say I had a lot of baggage, but I had a lot of uncertainty in my fucking future when I met wifey. I was here, and then it was like, I'm going to be leaving. I'm going to be going back to Cali.
Yeah.
And, it's still somehow we fucking find a way to make it work.
By this time this year, we were supposed to be living together. That was the plan.
That was the fucking plan. That was the move.
Plan. We were supposed to be living together.
He was like, yo, you go back to Cali. And then once my lease is up or once I move, I'll just, I was like, okay, I'll get a 2-bedroom. I couldn't have afforded no fucking 2-bedroom in Cali. Not nowhere where you are in danger of getting stabbed or shot. If I was there right now, well, I'd be fine now. But then, with the salary I had before, dog, you'd have heard gunshots going off right now.
The backgrounds of this podcast.
Or I'd have been renting a room from somebody. I'd have been renting a room probably. Not my own place for sure. So, but yeah, that was the plan. And that was one of the things I talked about to you. It was like, yo, I'm not gonna hold you. Probably not gonna be moving to Cali. I was like, I'm probably moving back to Seattle. But you were cool about it. You were cool, and I appreciate you.
What am I gonna say? Are you kidding me, man? I was looking forward to doing with you.
It's just like the Uber thing.
Me?
Like, come on, man. We're supposed to do it. I was looking forward to that drive from the airport.
I was looking forward to living with you in Cali. People have lives, dog. Like, I would never put my expectations of how I want my life to go.
Yeah, but a lot of
in your hands, expecting you to be responsible for my life and how it's gonna go. Like, nah.
But a lot of people do that.
That's corny.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah, I know a lot of people, dog.
I know. But that was in the beginning of like knowing you. So it was like I didn't really. We were only a couple months in, so it was still that thing of like, especially with having a black dude as a friend. Typically, it's not the case. I mean, we've had this conversation. I'll say this motherfucker on here. I don't give a fuck.
It's fair. Yeah, it's facts though.
Yeah, like, oh, you gonna bros before hoes, bro? That's stupid. Come on, dog. Shit.
Stop it! Don't do that to me, dog, bro. Before hoes.
That's stupid ass.
Nah, because it'd be the same. All right. If we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna talk about it. Because it'd be the same dudes that will say bros before hoes that will literally dish you for a hoe. And then you'd be like, what happened to bros before hoes? Man, I was just trying to get some. I don't know. Like, you know how I be. You know how I be.
It's A before E, like, except after C. That's that shit. Bros before hoes, except when it's me.
Right. And it's like,
stupid.
Because I have friendships like that where I'm like, dog, like, when I was me on this side of it though, you was like cold and you was mad. But now, cause it's you, it's all good. I'm supposed to just be cool. Like,
That's why I couldn't even be friends with nobody like that. Because if they hit me with bros before hoes, like, first of all, don't you ever disrespect my baby and call her a hoe. I'll cut you in the motherfucking face. Don't play with me.
Facts. I don't mess with hoes. Stop playing. For real, like, that's why I don't mess with hoes. Stop playing.
I'm sorry. No, you good. That just made me think of that Lil Wayne line. Oh man.
Hoes gonna be hoes, so I couldn't blame
I had my
Tammy.
Heart broken by this woman named Tammy.
That was about Drake,
hoes gonna be hoes because I couldn't blame Tammy.
Kendrick Lamar exposed it. Drake slept with his girl while he was in jail.
Dang.
That's what that line's about.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay. Dang.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough. Oh, dang, man. Not Wayne. That's my dude. Oh, Drake. Yeah. That's foul. That's foul. All right.
I don't know how Wayne still mess with him though. So I don't know, man. It's crazy.
He said he couldn't blame her.
No, I'm saying he still messed with Drake after that though. It's crazy.
I mean, he a hoe too, so you can't blame him.
He was locked up. He was locked up. So it is what it is, you know.
This is way off tangent. But that made me think of my cousin who used the line and it's the coldest line I've ever heard, the boldest line I've ever heard somebody use, like in person. I'm sure some people have used some bold shit, but we were out at a bar. This was like, I was probably like early 20s. So this is probably like 15 years ago. And he went up to this girl. That's what I admired about him. It didn't matter who it was. He would go up to her and talk to her. It didn't matter if it was her by herself. Didn't matter if there was 6 of them. Didn't matter how good she looked. He would go, just no fear. Admired that. But he went up to this girl, and I was like at the bar getting something. He was talking to her, and she said she had a man. And he was like, "Well, where is he at?" And she's like, "Oh, he's in jail." And he was like, "You waiting for him to get out?" She was like, "Yeah, he's not in that long." He was like, "I don't know why you waiting. When he get out, he's just gonna go right back in."
Come on, man.
I know. I was like, statistically, he's not wrong.
Right.
But also, like, damn.
15 years ago, too, bro.
Yeah, he's wild for that.
Things was mad different, bro. Things was mad different, bro. So
I know.
like,
I know. I was like, yo. I forgot what she said, but I just remember afterwards, like, yo, I can't believe you said that. He was like, "Am I wrong?" I was like, "You're not wrong, but damn."
Absolutely not. Absolutely
But
not.
damn.
He gonna be in there next month. Like, "Hey guys, you missed me? I was in that cell before, man. Matter of fact, give my cell back. I was comfortable.
I'm more comfortable here. You're sad. That's sad. But yeah. But anyway, so what I did to go back full circle.
Yeah.
So as far as dating, dude, it's tough. It's so tough because I thought I was ready. Even when I started after a couple years, because my relationship ended 3 years ago. Even after a couple years, and I was like, all right, I think I'm good. I think I gave enough time. Because my mom was like, please don't jump into another relationship. Please take some time for yourself. She was like, don't do that shit again. I know. When mom was saying, I was like, damn, I'm sorry, mom. I was like, I'm different now. I'm a different dude. It's like, I'm sorry. But she was like, so I was like, I think I'm ready. Like, I spent some time. I'm ready to date. Like, I still wasn't like, I was very upfront about my intentions. It was like, look, I'm just starting to date. I don't want anything serious right now because I was here. And I was like, I don't know how long I'm going to be in Washington. So I don't want to set up roots here because I don't plan on staying here. So that was my premise. That was on my dating profile. It was what I would talk about even before meeting up. I was upfront about that. And so I dated a bit, and then it was just like that same thing, like you said about when you upload it, I would go on dates, or like when it was time to meet up, I'd have this feeling like, oh, fuck, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to do this. So that was like, oh, here we go again. Now you're doing this shit. Now you're going on dates because they're initiating or because they want to, but you don't. This is how you ended up in those fucking relationships. Not being happy because you're doing it for someone else. So that is what opened my eyes to people pleasing and like starting to slowly break that shit away. I was like, I'm still doing this shit. I stopped doing it with people that were taking advantage of my time. I stopped doing it with them. Excuse me. But then it was like, I'm still doing it with new people that seem interesting or that seem interested in me. I was still, yeah, that was my issue. And having some great friends helped out. So where you were saying like, spend some time alone. Yeah, but also lean on your support system that you have. I was in a weird spot where I only had a couple friends and most of my friends were through my relationship. So when it ended, shit got weird. A lot of people felt like they had to pick sides or they didn't reach out to me at all because they didn't know what to say. They didn't, honestly, on their part, they didn't know how I reacted. So they didn't want to reach out if I didn't want to talk to them. So somebody I talked to later, they were like, I didn't want to reach out because I didn't know where I stood and I didn't want to cross any boundaries. And I was like, you didn't reach out. So I felt like you didn't fuck with me no more. So it was just a miscommunication. Yeah. But there were my friends, Chris and Mary. I will talk them up every fucking chance I get. They reached out. They're like, yo, what are you doing? Come over and hang out. Like, they made it very clear, like, hey, come here. Like, are you good?
My friend knows like that, yo.
Yeah. And so that helped out a lot.
That's helpful.
Just being there and then talking with them. And they are just two of the most honest, caring people you can ever be around. And I appreciate them so much. I can't wait to go see them. But
I love that.
Yeah, they're so dope. But yeah, that helped me because I was just, if you're your own sounding board, you'll get yourself to believe anything. We're gonna have a reception here and one in Cali. We're gonna have to.
Yeah. I'm going to both. I don't care.
Yeah, that's fine.
To both.
That's fine. I am too.
Be lit. Oh, is she going too?
Yeah. She'll be there. She'll be there.
Okay. Oh, word. All right, bet.
Figured it'd be good if we show up. Stupid. I know. That was dumb.
FaceTime reception.
Yo, hey, thank y'all for coming. We're actually out of the country, but we appreciate y'all showing up.
I came here as a representative with my phone to FaceTime.
Julian will take it from here. Y'all have fun. Oh man.
No, we love you.
Yeah. But so that helped having them. But even once I knew actually, you know what? Back to the dating thing. They helped me realize that I wasn't picking the right women. I was looking for I was looking at qualities that would benefit me short term. And so that's why my relationships wouldn't last. Because I was looking at, oh, this is cool. But I wasn't looking at our compatibility, 2-3 years down the road. I wasn't even looking that far. So it was that. And also I was too afraid to go after women that I liked. I instead was going after the ones that I knew liked me. I knew that was going to hit you. I knew it was.
Life support. Oh.
Yeah.
Bro just pulled the plug.
One of my other friends called me out for that. She was like, you don't go after. She's like, you go after women that only like you, huh? And I was like, what? Like, what you mean? She just called me out.
It's a confidence thing. It's like they make it obvious they like you, and you're like, oh, okay, cool, you like me, so now I'm gonna go talk to you, rather than just going after the ones we like. Full confidence, knowing who we are. Oh, that's hard.
It's hard. It was, and I didn't even realize I was doing it. I was doing it. It was something I was doing subconsciously. So
I still do it, and I do it subconsciously as well. But it's something I still do it, and that's why I felt that as much as I did. Yeah,
and for me, it started from being a late bloomer. One, because I wasn't that confident in my looks. I was nerdy. People say they wear a nerd like a badge now, but I was getting bullied for that for decades. It wasn't really something to be. It wasn't something I was proud of until later. But
you're welcome. We made it popular.
Thank you. Although honestly now I don't really give a fuck if it was or not. But just then it was just like, okay, I'm gonna hide it. So then it was that, a lack of confidence, and also honestly being black or light skinned and being bullied for that. So it was a lot of things I was insecure about where it's like, oh, she's not gonna like me. I'm a nerd, or
I ain't black enough.
I don't know if she's just if it's somebody that's white, like if she likes black guys, she's gonna like dark skinned guys, or like anything else. It's like she's probably not gonna like me. So it was it was making up their minds for them. It's like, oh, she doesn't look like she likes me. She doesn't look like the kind of girl that would like me. This is genuinely the fucking conversation I would have. So
that's crazy, because I'd be saying the same thing like, in different ways, bro. In different ways.
It's so wild.
Just recently, I started getting like the confidence boost, because I was like, this, like, first time I got called hot, I was with John. I was like, did she just call me hot?
It wasn't me that said it either.
Oh my! No diddy. You just let me say no diddy on this podcast. It's time to go. Anyway, but you know what? I'm gonna say a couple things. So, I forgot what I was even saying. Oh yeah. Like, so that confidence of getting called hot was like crazy for me. I was like, oh, like you actually find me attractive? Like you really think I'm attractive? Like,
you were riding the high on that for a while.
Bro, but then I got it again more often afterwards. So you know what I realized? It wasn't the fact that I wasn't. In my head, I might have thought I wasn't. It wasn't the fact that I wasn't. You want to know what it was? I wasn't putting myself in positions where I can allow myself to be complimented at such a high level. That's what I learned. And I was in bad positions.
And you carried yourself, because you look the same. Your looks ain't changed, and when you weren't getting
same dude, bro.
Same dude. All you did was get a jacket. All you did was get a new jacket and some cologne you really liked, and that just.
And the
changed.
time I was out here, I didn't have the jacket or the cologne. They just said it.
But it's just you started carrying yourself different.
The demeanor, bro. It's all the demeanor.
That's what it is. You have this. You exude confidence, and so you're gonna attract more attention. But that's.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Say what you gotta say. My bad.
No, you good. I was just gonna say that's. So when that was brought to my attention, I was like, oh shit, I'm only going after the ones that like me, because that's, and not even that it's a for sure thing, because it was not like I was trying to have sex, or I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Because I wasn't even, I was just like, I just wanted to talk to people.
Just out here, word.
I just wanted to meet new people and talk, and I was new in the States. I wanted to meet people and see what's fun, and but it was still like, fuck, I'm only selecting the ones that already, like, I stopped sending likes on apps, and I would get likes, and like, okay, I would go through there and be like, no, okay, she seems cool. Like, I wouldn't even swipe anymore. That's what I would do. Just because it was that same thing of, oh, she's probably not gonna like me. Oh, she probably doesn't like black dudes, especially here. You know, just saying, just fucking being honest. So that was something.
It's your story, dog.
So that was something I struggled with too. So I think, fortunately, I realized that was the thing, and that's why I took a chance with wifey, because I thought like, nah, she don't really like black dudes, or she ain't gonna like me. Like, she is bad. She is bad as shit. This fucking fine ass, beautiful ass, intelligent ass, funny ass woman. Nah.
Reachonthehowse at Gmail.
Like, nah, she not. But then it was like, you know what? Fuck it. If she doesn't, she doesn't. But I can't take the chance of, like, if I don't try, I can't live with not trying.
I'm looking at you like that because who said, yo, she's into you, dog? A million times that night I said it, because we left and we went to this water spot or whatever. We was chilling.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, she likes you. She likes you.
You were lit. And I was like, you said that about the other girl too. And I was like, stop doing this shit. Because you were wrong about that one. Oh.
All right, man. Listen, 50-50, dog. I'm 50-50. Nah, you... And clearly, I was right on the second. I was highly correct. I think the first one liked you. Here's what my thing is. Because we found out later on that she was, committed. I think she liked you, but that was the problem. I think the problem was that she liked you.
Oh, okay. I feel that.
You know what I mean? So I think that was the issue there. Because, like, there ain't no way. Ain't nobody ever seen me come in the bar and be seeing me coming like... Like, did that for me? She was doing that, bro. That was a live action shot right there. She was doing that behind the counter, dog. Nah, she liked you, dog. She liked you, dog. Yeah, so I would still say I'm 100%.
Okay, maybe. Maybe that's, okay. I'll give you that. Yeah. It just, but anyway, that's why I was like.
She gave you her number. No, we're not going to just leave this.
Okay.
She gave you her number. She engaged in that. I didn't say, hey, John, get her number. I mean, I said I'm going to get it for you.
Yeah, but you didn't say that to her.
that.
All you said was meet us up after you get off. She volunteered.
And she could have just showed up.
Or she could have just been like, nah, I'm cool.
I told you when we walked in there, though, I said, I'm going to get you this number.
You did. You did. She could have just said, nah, I'm cool. Or like, I'll see you there, like you said. But yeah, okay. All right, I'll give you that.
Wingman of the year, bro.
I already said that, man. You are. Wingman of the you get a Lifetime Achievement Award for Wingman.
I'll take it.
Yeah, but
like a wingman for myself.
So
anyway,
yeah, you did say that, but it was still just like I was still in my own head, like nah, like no, wife, she's too.
This dude drunk, he'll know what he's talking about.
I would use any excuse. If you were sober, I'd have been like, nah, she just like, nah, you just gassing me up, like you just trying to make me feel good, and you think I got a shot, which I appreciate, but she out of my league.
I will say it's different when you're in it, bro. Like when you're like that person where you're like, oh yeah, she feeling you. It's like, nah, like that's natural. Like, cause you don't know, you're not really paying attention cause you're just in the moment in the conversation. But like homie who's here to like hook you up and be a wingman is noticing the signs, looking for them. And like, yo, like
a good dude is doing that.
Yeah.
Some dudes will just do it. You were actually like, you broke it down later, which I appreciate. Because when I talked to her afterwards, some of the times I would share some of the interactions and you'd be like, yo, she said that? And I'm like, why? What does that mean? You're like, dog, what? What is wrong with you? Like, oh, what? I don't even. Oh, that means something? I was so lost. I was just not trying to read into it because I still thought it was just like kindness and not. Yeah.
Which is hard.
Yeah.
That's hard.
But anyway,
dang, I should call her. That's just what's like.
You ain't even got nobody to call. Who you talking about?
Yeah. You know those moments where people just be talking or you like see something on social media. You just look at your phone, you're like, dang.
Oh, the only ones you could call, you better not fucking call.
Or the drink hit.
You're sitting too hard. You need to drink some water.
I don't need water because we're gonna spin the block for a second. We're gonna spin the block around because I got a rant.
Okay.
Back to the whole friend thing. Okay. You know, when you said my friends were friends of, your friends were friends of your ex as well, and they didn't know what side to pick. Blah 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 blah. Cool. I feel that. You know what I can't stand? I'm calling them out right now.
Do it.
Those people who are only here to get the gossip. I am going through a struggle. I'm trying to get my life back right. I'm trying to get my life together. You're not asking me questions because you care about me personally. You don't care if I'm doing well or not. You just want to have something to talk about with your homies. Whatever y'all do, whatever y'all hang out, however y'all hang out, and whenever y'all hang out, you just want something good to talk about, a little laugh, a little jokey joke between you and your buddies. I don't want to be your entertainment. I don't want to be your segment of excitement because you don't have other excitement in your life. Okay? So here's what I'm going to tell you. Me, I'm good. I'm good where I'm at. I'm perfectly fine. Okay? I don't need your input. I don't need anything from you. I don't need you to ask me how I'm doing. I don't even need you to like my posts on social media. I don't need anything from you. If you are strictly here to ask questions just so you can have something to talk about with your homies based upon my life and the things I got going on in my life, you can stay where you're at. I don't want it. I don't want any parts of it. I don't want it around at all. I don't need it. I don't need that energy in my life, dude. I'm moving on to bigger and better things. I'm doing things. I'm doing a lot in my life right now behind the scenes, and I'm grinding. And I'm never going to stop grinding. So if you need something to laugh at, you better go watch a comedy show on Netflix because it's not going to be over here.
You know what?
You're not getting it from me.
It's the crazy thing because I feel like that's something. I'm glad you said that because I feel like that happens to a lot of people that go through that. For me, I noticed it when it was people that would check in and you think it's genuine or you think they have
you feel like
intentions.
It's genuine.
Yeah. But when you're good and the conversation doesn't continue, Like, if they don't want to know more, like, oh, you're good? Oh, okay. All right. Or if you're like, nah, like, I'm struggling. And they're like, oh, what? And then they show interest. That's a pretty good indicator, because that's how I noticed for me. Like, they would check in, and if I was fine, then, you know, the conversation would pretty much die there. But if it was like, oh, nah, I'm struggling, or like, oh, nah, I'm pissed off because of this, like, oh, what? Like, what happened? What happened? And then here we go.
Yo.
And I only know that because I shared that with somebody. And then one of my other friends called me like, yo, what's going on? I was like, what? How do you know what the... And like, so-and-so told me that.
Bro.
I'm like, oh, all right.
This is the one that got me. Someone literally looked at me. I went out to eat with a group of people. Someone literally looked at me in front of everyone at the table, and they said, how's life with your roommate? It's not a joke. It's not funny. This is not a joke. This is my life. This is something I'm going through actively. I have a child involved. There are lives being affected in this mess.
Yo, that is so
The last thing I need is to be sitting at a table with a group of people and to be addressing this situation like this right now. In fact, I'm at this table right now, sitting here, eating this food, drinking this liquor, to not think about what's going on at home right now. So the last thing I need is for you to be coming at me with that energy right now. The last thing. So shortly after that, I left. But yes, that was not fun.
Yo.
And I was not very happy about that.
Hell no. What the
Yeah.
This shit ain't funny. Like you said, there's a lot... Man,
One of my friends texted me after, like, yo, that was crazy. That kind of upset me. I was like, yeah, nah, I'm not going out anymore. I was like, I won't be going out anymore.
Yo, I can't. Yeah, see, I'm gonna stop. I'm the mood I'm in right now. I'm liable to say some shit, so I'm not.
Bro, I just, you know what? I was drinking and I was thinking about it because, like, I think that's one of the worst parts about going through a breakup is, like, when you think someone's there for you and you remember the things you did for the people that you care about when they were going through their breakup, and you realize, like, hey, like, some of the people who I literally let crash at my crib when they were going through their thing never even hit me up, bro. For real. Like, they saw the stuff on social media because I could tell who watches your story. They saw the stuff. They saw what I was going through. You see, when people check your TikTok profile, I was making those dating videos on TikTok. You see when people check your profile because now they're like, oh, wait, what? He's not with her anymore? And I didn't even get a text. And it's like, yo, like, I call you my family, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that was a friend I had that I met through my most recent ex. It was a couple that were like best friends with my ex, and so naturally I, you know, hung out with them regularly. And over the course of 6 years, you get really fucking close when you're seeing each other all the time. So it would get to the point where it's like, hey, we miss hanging out with you guys, and I love you, and you're like family. We would say I love you to each other.
yo,
Didn't even get invited to their wedding. Didn't even get an invite. Yeah, so I feel that. Switch gears for a little bit because I know we coming up on the end of this shit. I think an important thing, actually, to put a positive spin on this, because there is a good side to getting out of a relationship, especially if you're not happy. And I'm always a proponent of choosing happiness. Even if
having
it's
a difficult conversation.
having a difficult conversation, you know how many times I'm gonna say that shit. Have the conversation and choose happiness. Choose happiness because life is too fucking short to go through this motherfucker attached to somebody you don't want to be attached to. So have the conversation and choose a happier. You don't want to look back and like, oh, I wish I would have. Because I know some people like that, and it fucking sucks to hear them say like, oh, I'm stuck. Like, I've been in it for this long, so I might as well just stick it out. Like, what am I gonna do? Get out there and date now at my age? Like, fuck. It breaks my fucking heart. But I see their side of it because it's like, you know, will they be happy at that point? Maybe not. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But it's difficult. It's fucking difficult, but you don't want to put yourself in that. I know she's going to watch this too. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But it sucks because that's
just
why
hold this up.
Yeah. I'm a huge proponent of choosing happiness because of that. So one of the positive things about getting out of a relationship, life after a breakup, is finding yourself again. It's so much fucking fun.
It is a lot of fun. It is fun.
It is because it's like, oh, these things I used to, especially depending on your partner too, because when you have someone that is, for lack of a better word, overbearing and sort of imposing on your choices and sort of limiting what they want for you.
It doesn't matter. Listen, people impose on each other's time just by accident sometimes too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like that just kind of naturally happens too.
Yes. I just mean personally. Okay, I'll just talk personally then. My ex had a problem with me changing my hair because she wanted, this is how you were when I met you. This is how I want you to stay.
Oh no, that's crazy.
It's wild. That's what she wants. Cool. I'm never gonna. It's fucking wild. But
I'm sorry. That's crazy.
That's fine. Some other dude could fit that mold. It's not me. Some other dude might.
No, that's crazy.
That might be cool with him. It wasn't for me. So that was one of the final breaking points. Was that? So I remember shortly after I was like, oh shit. Like, actually, you know what? No, my homeboy Victor put me on because I was looking at because I was gonna, that's the first time I was gonna get my hair braided, or actually I was gonna get my hair braided first and then I was gonna do the locks. And I was looking at different styles and my homie was like, he's like, yo, what are you gonna get? I was like, I don't know. I was like, I think I want to do this one, but I really like this one, but I don't know what she's gonna think. And he was like, who? And I was like, oh shit. I don't have to consider her opinion no more. He was like, no, do what the fuck you want. He was like, get that. And I was like, dude, thank you. Cause I was sitting there like, I really want that, but no, that's not going to work. So that was like, oh shit. And so that's what I've been doing for the past 3 years. Basically, I have been doing whatever the fuck I want style wise. I've been buying some wild shit and just trying it out. And like, if I don't like it, fuck it. But I don't care what anybody else thinks. I'll put some shit on and just be like, okay, that was fucked up. I shouldn't have bought that. That shit don't work for me. For the most part though, and I blame wifey for this too, cause she be gassing me up. But for the most part, I pull off a lot of shit. I can pull off some casual shit. I can pull off some crazy shit. And I appreciate that she's encouraging that. She'll just be like, fuck yeah, get it. Let's try it. And then if she loves it, she'll be like, fuck yeah. For the most part, even some shit I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I can pull that off. She was like, I doubt it. She was like, I disagree. Yeah. So, that's one of the most fun I've had is just because I had no idea what I wanted my style to be. I had no idea what my appearance, like I got these nose piercings afterwards.
Oh, those are newer?
That was, we broke up in May of 2021. So yeah, that was November. I did it right around my birthday of that year. I got these done. Yeah, newer. I got that because I was just looking. I didn't know what the fuck I wanted. I was looking through fucking Pinterest, trying to figure out what I wanted my style to be because I had no fucking idea. Because I was
me right now.
I was fitting into the mold she wanted me to fit in. And afterwards, it was like I don't really like none of this shit. I'm in the process now of rebuilding my wardrobe. Finally, it's because of Lenny Kravitz. Lenny Kravitz is my style inspiration.
Hey, mine is because of John House. Because he said, hey, you can't dress like that no more.
Just care. I just want you to care. That's all. I just want you to care. Don't bring that energy.
And on that note, we're going to wrap this segment up by saying life after a breakup can be hard, but there's light at the end of the tunnel. And you just have to go find it.
Yep.
Work hard, go find it.
Lean on your support system.
We hope you're enjoying this awesome conversation. And if you too want to join in, make sure you email us at reachonthehowse@gmail.com. You could send us dating profiles, awkward dating situations, and just funny stories you want to see us react to. We can't wait to read your emails. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to Through the Looking Glass podcast. I can't believe he did that with me. Let's go. This is getting even better. He's getting into the shenanigans quite early. Oh, shit. I can't believe that shit.
Oh, man.
That's dope. That's so dope.
What can I say, man? We have a good time over here.
That we do. That we do.
Kings of In Between.
Look for the name change of the podcast coming soon. The Kings of In Between. We're just gonna wear crowns. You're gonna wear crowns and just chill. Oh, man.
I already wear a hat, so it'll fit right in.
It's a double entendre. It was just mainly like, hey, we're not extreme in any way or the other. You know, we're in between. We're rational. That's what it was. But the Kings of being rational is not as catchy as the Kings of In Between. Of In Between what? We'll leave that up to you.
KIB. KIB podcast.
Yay.
It's
Yeah.
like a rap.
Coip. Yeah. But the Kid podcast? Oh, man. Anyway, let me move on. So, favorite interaction of the week. I'm going to start. Mine is actually, I went to this cider place that's not that far from my house. And I had gone there a few times before. It's a cool spot. All they have is just a bunch of different ciders. They've added beer recently now, but it's just a cool vibe. They have live music on like Fridays and Saturdays. It's a couple that opened it up. So it's cool. It's just a chill vibe. Cool people that work there. So I went there last week. I forget what day. I think it was Thursday. And I was just sitting at the bar talking to I guess I'll call her a bartender. She didn't consider herself a bartender because she said she just pours. But for lack of a better word, I'll call her a bartender. But I was talking to her because I had been there before. And so we were talking. And then there was a guy that was sitting like across, but on the other side. And so he was talking to her. And then, I would talk to her, but him and I didn't really interact until she had talked about somebody she had to kick out of the bar. She just randomly was like, I had to kick somebody out of here for the first time the other day. And I was like, well, fuck, that story doesn't end there. Like, what the fuck happened? And so she said, so she was like, he came in, she's like, he had been drinking, but not like, he wasn't like visibly drunk to where I felt like I couldn't serve him. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And so she said he ordered a cider, was there with some friends, and then he just sat with them, and then there's a water jug that they give you, you get your own water. And it was empty, so he came and like took it out of the thing because it was one of those big 5-gallon, 10-gallon, whatever those things are. He took it out and was like, "It's empty," and she was like, "Okay, like I'll fill it right now." She's like, so that was the first thing. And they have this big coffee table that was like, it's made out of a tree. It's like, so one of the owners, he does woodworking, so he like basically got a big ass chunk of a tree and made a coffee table out of it. Yeah, it's beautiful. And on it, they have a big ass note that says, "No feet on the table," because there's a couch right there. They don't want you kicking back and putting your feet up on it. Don't damage the shit, because that thing it's beautiful. This motherfucker jumped on top of it like he was surfing it. She said he jumped up and was like, whoa, and it was like tipping because it was like it might fall. And so she said, she was like, yo, get down. And she's like, I had to throw him out. And I was like, yeah. Like, what the fuck? And the dude across.
I don't know how to behave, dog.
Right? was like, yo, I was like, this in this place, like it is the most chill place. The music is chill. Like when they have live music, it's usually jazz. It's usually some jazz musicians coming in there playing jazz.
You're jumping on the table to jazz music.
That's what I'm saying.
You need to be kicked in the forehead.
Right. So the dude across the bar was like, yo, he could not have party fouled any harder. I was like, yo, right? It wasn't like he just put his foot up there. He jumped on top. So I was dying at that. And he was like, and then he said, did he come in with his lampshade on? He was like, that should have been your first clue that he was up to some shenanigans. I was like, oh, dude is comedy. So I was dying. And then I heard him say to her that he had just moved here. And I was like, yo, like, where'd you move from? Because I moved here recently too. And he was like, oh, I was San Diego and Portland. I was back and forth between those two. And I was like, dude, I moved from Orange County. What the fuck? So we were talking. And he's just a cool dude. His name is Billy. He just moved here. He was like, I come here a lot. I go to another spot. I forget the other spot he said. But he was like, I just go here. He's like, I don't really go on weekends. And I was like, okay. It's like, all right, this dude's cool. And he was like, what are you drinking? Oh, because I was drinking a Flight. He was like, which one of those is your favorite? I'll get you one. And I was like, dude, it's cool. And he was like, nah. So I was like, what are you drinking? And he told me, I was like, I'll try that one. Let's go. So he bought me that. And he was like, cheers. And then we just chilled and we were talking. And then somebody else was there and she was being annoying. I don't know. She just kept bringing up. She was just like, because we were talking about Halloween costumes for a bit. I'm sorry, I'm going long on this. And I talked about being Prince. And then she was like, oh, do you remember where you were when Prince died? And I was like, no, I don't remember where I was. And then so she recounted the story and everything. And then we were talking again and she was like, what about where you were when Michael Jackson died? And I was like, are we just going through Black celebrities right now? And when they died? What are we doing right now? What is happening? And so I couldn't talk to him anymore because she was just going, like just gone. And I was like, oh my God, dude. Now
My favorite John line, ready? I didn't come here to do this with you right now. Trying to have my drink and leave.
I'm trying to have my drink and chill. Billy was cool. He was. That's not why I'm here. I was vibing with dude.
Here.
Yeah. I love that so much. But he was entertaining and he was being cool to her. And that's why I was like, I like this dude because he wasn't being mean to her. He wasn't hitting on her. He was just like being cool. He could have been rude. He could have been rude, but he was just cool. So I was like, I like this dude. But also I need to get away from her for a bit. Mm-hmm. So I went to the bathroom, came back. He was gone. I was like, damn. I should have got his number or something. So I'm going to have to go back this week, either Wednesday or Thursday, and just see if I run into him again. But he was dope. It was cool to just sit there and just laugh with somebody like that. It's been a while since.
Yeah, make some friends. Yeah.
Especially a dude that seems cool and doesn't get weird when women are around. Seems rare. Because the bartender was talking to us and that other lady was, and he was just chilling, just vibing.
Yeah.
It's like, I like that. And I like that energy. I don't need you being like, oh, look at her, she's hot. And then saying chicks. Don't you say chick. We can't be friends. Unless you talk about baby birds, dog.
He must not know we don't do that.
That was one of the coldest things. You made him so insecure.
Like, he must not know we don't.
He was like, I'm not in the joke. Oh, I must be the butt of the joke. I just laughed harder because he was insecure. That's still that's probably the line of the fucking. That's that whole weekend. That was the line of the week. That's one of the funniest things you ever said, dog. That might be funnier than the Manhattan line.
I mean, it's just with proper context. It's like, dude, like you're sitting here, like she's over here just trying to relate and be fun and have a good time with you, and you're over here like, like mocking her when she turns around and walks away. If you gonna mock her to her face, first of all, I can't get down with that.
I can't get down with the mocking. Like, what the fuck? How old are you, dude?
I'm just saying though, like, you know, what kind of punk are you, bro? Like, you know, so I was like, dude,
because he was trying. Like,
I know we don't do that.
That's why it was funny, because he was trying to show out for us because we were there, so he was trying to look cool in front of us because we were right next to him. That's why he did it when she wasn't there and she couldn't hear him. And I was just like, what the fuck was that? And then you just leaned over and was like, he must not know we don't do that. I was like, yo, what? Did he really just go there? He did. He said that shit.
It comes back to that whole thing that you told me before, because like the old me would have probably been like, yeah, like, ha ha ha, that's funny. You know, and just going along with it, knowing I would never make that joke in my life. But like now I'm laughing at it, so people will probably think that that's me. Like, that's what I do. It's like, yo, like, I don't get down like that. Like, I don't want to be associated with that.
Don't want to be associated with your ass. Because like you said,
that's my vibe, dog.
That's exactly why. Because that shit happened to me, and it's like I laughed. I gave somebody a courtesy laugh, and they were like, "Oh, that's how like you think that way." And I was like, "Oh, no. That
was a courtesy laugh.
Yeah. So let's stop doing that shit. Like that's why I was like, that was weird.
I'll go into my interaction.
Go ahead.
My interaction is short, sweet, pretty straightforward, man. I drove to a wedding in North Carolina with my family, and my family's a great time. So, you know, we had the night before the wedding, we took my cousin's, you know, now husband out before his wedding, and it wasn't like we went to a strip club and we did all that. Like, nah, we sat at a table at the bar, had some drinks, got to know him a little bit. We talked, like, you know, just guys talking, you know, talking about some of everything. We talked about how I was the only single one at the table. We talked about we talked about marriage and like going into that, because everyone else was either married or in a relationship. We talked about stuff we just like to do when we're home, you know what I mean? Like when we're in our regular day-to-day lives and stuff. So like it was really chill. You know, then the next day the wedding was beautiful. It was great. You know, my cousin was happy. And she's one of those people who likes to post on Facebook a lot. And she's always posted some crazy stuff about like beef and drama and all this other stuff. So it was really cool to see her post about happy stuff for once, and see her like really like flooding her page. Like she flooded it was beautiful. She flooded my entire Facebook timeline with just pictures of the family, pictures of everyone together, pictures of all of us hanging out. And it was just great, man, because it was just such a vibe, you know. And I don't think I went to bed before I don't think I went to bed before 3 a.m. at all.
Damn.
During that trip. And then I drove 10 hours there and back, and it ended up turning into 14.
Yo.
Yeah. So I was pretty exhausted when I got home, but it was worth every second of it, and I loved it because my family's a blast, man. Like they're fun, man. And they're like my biggest hype group. Like they hype me up so hard. Like, and now because I brought my kid down, they were hyping him up too. Like, look, the baby look good. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So dope. you know, as a dad, I love that, you know. And then, you know, for some reason, when I go to other states, for some reason, I gotta sneak this in here, because when I go to other states, for some reason, my ego just gets boosted, because all of a sudden, like, people be hyping me up out there outside of my family. People like just hype in other states. Connecticut women don't mess with me, bro. But when I leave Connecticut, it's like all of a sudden it's like, oh shoot. Like I be having crazy interactions where it's like, oh, you think that? Oh, you feel that way? Oh, that's crazy. I didn't. Like I ain't know, bro. So like it's just that's always kind of crazy to see, man. Because I had a couple crazy ones. I had like one in Virginia, 2 in North Carolina, where I was like, whoa, that just happened. Like I was like, yo, what is going on? Yeah. Yo, so
okay. Yeah, you had a few.
That was my interaction.
A few favorite interactions in there. I like that.
Yeah, no, definitely. I just think it was a great weekend to interact with people, you know, and I think that was on a whole like crazy. That's
dope. That's dope, man. I know you needed that, and to hear you talk so positively about just being with your family is dope. I told you how beautiful that was. Just like, yo, when you were like, I love being around him, and I could see why. Like, it's a real positive. What a fucking wholesome ass night before the wedding.
Yeah.
Like, we just went and talked about life, basically.
Yeah,
we just
had
talked
some
about
drinks, had some shrimp,
dudes
and
just
talked about life.
Yeah, dudes just sat here at a bar and talked about life. That's
We
fucking
went to
dope.
Ale House.
That's dope. That's dope. So appreciate you sharing that. That's beautiful.
Awesome. It was fun, man. It was
Need
lit.
more people like
I
that.
loved it. I was like,
You ain't gotta go. It's not a last hurrah. You know what I'm saying? If you really need a last hurrah,
exactly
maybe you
it.
shouldn't be getting married. All right.
that was exactly it. That was the thing. He didn't want to do all that. he didn't want to do all that.
'Cause
And
he's probably
I feel him, you know.
He's probably happy.
If it were me, I'm not gonna lie to you. If it were me, I would not want to go to a strip club. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't want to go to a strip club. But like, it's all about what you do to have fun. Like, I would probably go to like a lit bar, and because I bought him a big sash. The sash said, like, she said no strippers on it. So like, he wore that. But like, if it were my party, like, I'd go to like a crazy popping bar and like, you know, with like mad people are there, because that's how you get drinks and stuff. Obviously, you know, people talking to you, getting lit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I would probably do something more fun with like a lot of people and just be vibing and stuff. But that's my vibe. You know, I like to dance, like to have fun.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like that would just be more me. But like, even that, like, I was still okay with that. It wasn't like it was a fun time. You know what I mean? I'm pretty versatile. Like, I could do both.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel that. Yeah. One of the things I did from my friend Chris at his, because him and his wife now, they did for theirs, they did a joint bachelorette party. So we all went to Vegas,
cool.
stayed in the Airbnb, and then we were there for 2 nights. So one night it was the guys did their own thing, the girls did their own thing. The other night we all did something together.
I've never heard of that before. I really like that. That's
It was dope.
Really dope.
It was cool. So like,
That's really dope. I would do that. That's fire.
I said guys, because he had one of our friends that was there. She's a woman. She was just part of the groom's party.
That's still fire. That's fun.
Yeah, she's dope. I ain't had a problem. I just didn't want to say guys and.
Oh yeah.
But
enough.
so you know, when we all went out, we had our own thing. We went to this ice bar where it's like 5 degrees below zero, and you just put on these big coats, and you're in there, and they give you drinks that are basically in glasses made out of ice. Everything in there is made out of ice. Yeah, it's fucking freezing in there, but it was fun. I don't know. It was an experience. Liquor hits you differently too. I learned that. It hits you way different when it's that cold and you're
Ice
drinking.
cold?
Huh?
Ice cold like that?
And just being that cold, it didn't hit me because I was drinking like, oh, I'm not even feeling shit. And then it just all came. Yeah, that was one of the drunkest times I've ever been in my life that night. But I bought him a shirt that said, buy me a shot, I'm tying the knot. And he was wearing it. And then we had shirts that said, ask me about the groom on them. I found these. I forgot where I found these. And then on the inside of it, so like underneath, like on the inside of the shirt right here, we each had a different picture of him. Like a picture of his face that I got printed on the shirt. So you could lift up the shirt and put it over your head and it would show his face on yours. So we went out to like a couple bars at casinos with that shirt, and people were like, tell me about the groom. And so we would just do that. And then it was like a picture. It wasn't even like good pictures either. They were the goofiest fucking pictures of him I could find. It's like one of him at the dentist when he had his tooth was like, I think he had a couple teeth that were shaved down because he was getting caps on them. So they were like little baby teeth in the front. That was one of them. Just goofy pictures we had of him. So that shit was fun.
That's fire.
He was on board. I was like, you cool with this? He was like, oh, hell yeah.
I love that. That's fire, bro.
Yeah.
What the heck?
I know.
That's
so that made me think of, like he said, just a good time.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Just having a good time, man. And enjoying the people around you.
All right. That's enough wholesomeness. Let's get into some ignorant shit.
All right, let's do it.
And then we're going to wrap it up and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Don't got to go home, but you can't stay here.
You can't stay here, audience member. All right. Would you rather? I think I got 3 really good ones. I'm gonna do 2 stupid. Well, this one's stupid. A middle of the road, and then a thinker. I'm gonna end on a thinker. So this one is kind of stupid. Would you rather every time you step out the front door, a bird shits on you, on your head, and you can't cover yourself with anything? It's just every time you leave your house, it happens. Or every time you step out of a car, you step into some shit.
I think I'm gonna go with the car. Because I'm gonna just keep shoes on deck.
I would just keep shoes on me. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, I would
just keep an extra pair of shoes in the. Can I wrap my shoes in plastic bags? I might just do that.
Yeah,
go back to that.
Yeah.
Wrap them up because I can't. If it's on my head, that's ruining my day.
What am I do? Like, I'm gonna get a new head? Like, I can't do that. I gotta just rock with it now for the rest of the day. I'm gonna go back in, shower, and then guess what? It's gonna poop on my head again when I go to leave.
That should have pissed me off. Stepping in it is bad, but it's easier to get off your shoe than off your head. Like, I didn't even think about that. Like,
for you.
It got in my. Oh man, yeah. It's getting in all this shit. I'm fucked. I'm running late for work, and I step out, and then.
We good, dog. I'm straight.
Because instinctively, like you said, I'm gonna go back in the house. Then when I step out, it's just gonna happen again, and I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be so mad.
What about if you forget something that day? Like, I gotta go back in the house. I forgot. Just please.
I'm good. I don't need it. I don't need it. Whatever it is, I don't need it. I forgot my wallet. Oh well.
Back in this stupid house.
Forgot my car key. I still got my phone. I'm good. And when you forget, that's what'll piss me off, is when you forget.
Stupid bird.
Date night. Wifey come over, we leaving.
I'd cry, bro. I would cry.
It's nighttime. Like, where did bird come from? It's fucking
especially like you already got wifey, right? So imagine just being that guy that's trying to date now. Yeah.
Is it just your front door? Oh, I think it's the front door. So if you go to her house to pick her up, she's like, okay, come in real quick or something. And then you leave. Come in real quick. Nah, I'm cool. I'll just wait out here. It's all good.
Sorry, I don't want to go inside right now.
This gonna be like, oh, he's weird. Why was like, I'm not trying to do nothing. I just didn't want you to wait outside. It's a whole communication. Cause she's like, no, it's not even like that. You're like, no, I know it's not like that, but you just know I'm cursed. You're not gonna believe me.
A bird's already pooped on me. It's not fun, so I don't want that. I don't want that ever again.
It's happened to me too. This shit is not great. It's supposed to be lucky, but whatever. Yeah, I know. Somebody just made that up.
Yep, to feel good about some random BS.
Like, bird shit on you? No, it's lucky. It means I'm lucky. Yeah. Oh man. All right. I've switched this one up. I found this one on there, but I'm gonna switch it up. Would you rather have to wear Crocs for the rest of your life? That's the only shoes you can ever wear. Or the rest of your life, on one side of your car, cheater is spray painted on it and you can't take it off.
I'm wearing Crocs. I'm gonna get some like Lego Crocs. I'm gonna get some dress shoe Crocs. They actually got Croc slides. Put those Croc slides on.
I know the slides, but the dress shoe ones? What you talking about?
I don't know if they got them. I'm
gonna have to invest.
I'm gonna pray to God they come out with some.
I'm gonna have to invest in Crocs. And like, can you give me some more stylish shit?
I'm gonna be on the board. I'm gonna be like, listen, we need dress stuff.
I can't do the cheater thing.
We need versatility.
Because wifey knows. She'll know it's just somebody fucking with me, but I just can't. I don't want that. I don't want no part of that.
People driving by just spitting on your car and throwing rocks at it and just vandalizing it just because.
Just because I'm
good.
Yeah.
I'd rather look a little ugly with some Crocs on my feet. Yes, I said ugly. Because no, I do not like Crocs. No, I will not ever purchase Crocs.
Never in the history of ever, dog. I cannot. I haven't even tried them on. I'm not even curious if they're. I don't care how comfortable they are. I can feel like I'm walking on a fucking cloud, dog.
I don't think they're comfortable.
It's plastic. How comfortable can it be?
I don't think they're. I've had them on my feet. I don't think they're.
Okay. I don't know. Yeah. It's that same energy that we alluded to earlier.
I'm gonna get some like Naruto pins for him. I'm gonna be good, bro. I'm gonna be good. I'm pretty sure they got a collab going with them, or I'm gonna get some Lego Star Wars designs. I'm gonna have some versatility with my Crocs.
You have to. You gotta add something to it, because I can't do
Wear them every day. What?
Oh man! All right, this is the last one. Because I honestly, I think I know. I know, but this is just tough. All right. Mm-hmm. So, would you rather wake up in the middle of a desert, or you wake up in the middle of a rowboat or you wake up in a rowboat in the middle of the ocean?
I'm gonna go with the rowboat in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, why though? Why would you go with the rowboat?
There's just more natural resources in the ocean than there will be in a desert.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you could fish, there's like you could jump in the water technically. I can't swim, but you could jump in the water technically and like salvage things to help you survive, like, you know, pieces of stuff broken off and whatnot. Oh, so you surviving? Yeah. I was thinking the easiest way to die. Because I can't fish, I'm allergic, so I can't fish and eat. But I ain't about to sit here and dehydrate in the desert. I don't know which way to go. I don't know where. Nah, I'll take the ocean, find the nearest shark, punch it in the face or something. I don't know, and just accept it. It won't do nothing to you. I'll make it do something. If you hit it in the snout, it's not gonna do nothing to you. You gotta like cut your hand or something. That's fine. I'll find something. Yeah. I'll find something that's hungry. I'll row for a little bit. I'm gonna row. I'm gonna try. For a little bit, but I'm not walking through the desert. I'm not doing that. Nah, I'm not walking through the desert, dog. I'm like, yo. Dehydration and starvation. Nah, I'll just row. See if I can get some land going for like a day, maybe. And then like, all right, fuck it. All right, in my phone right now. It's crazy. Fuck it. Here we go. Just dive in. I'm about to die. Not in a fun way. That's the easiest way to go. Find something. I don't know. I would die too because I can't swim. So I'd just be like, it really would be the easiest way to die for me. Oh, shit. Hell. Oh, no. You didn't have to reenact it. You didn't have to do that. And if you would like to save me from drowning, what you could do is smash the like button on this video right now. Don't forget to subscribe. Because with your help and your love and support on this podcast, I will never be in a situation where I gotta strand myself in the middle of the ocean. Why? Because I will always be in studio working to bring you guys these fire episodes. We also gotta get you some fucking swimming lessons. It's never too late. Too late for me. I'll just wear floaties. Anyway, on that note, we hope you enjoyed this episode of the podcast. We will catch y'all the next one, man. Peace.